Hi guys, it's the Island Girl and I'm back with another reaction video for you today. And today I'm reacting to 7 very British things I love about living in the UK. And I'm getting this one from Vanessa Talks. The link will be in the description below. Please go over and show her some love. Tell her your Island Girl sent you. We're going to get right into this one. So if you're new to my channel and it's your first time here, come on in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you like what you see. To all my regular schmeglers, day one, Pie Sweetie Poos, thank you for always being here with your girl. Let's get into this video because I want to see the 7 very British things that she loves about living in the UK. Here we go, right about now. Oh, about living in England. Ooh, I can't read. Here we go, right about now.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Piece of Cake English. Today I wanted to talk about 7 things I absolutely love about living in the UK. I made a video a while ago about things that I found surprising about living in the UK, but in this video I want to talk about all the things that I adore. After all, I did fall in love with the UK and it was my decision to stay. So without further ado, here are 7 things that I love about living in the UK. The first thing is the food scene. So typically British food has quite a bad reputation in other countries.
Yeah.
People always ask me, but what about the food, Vanessa? Do you also like the food? And my answer is yes. Let me say this. As a foodie and a food lover of all sorts, I loved every single meal I've had here so far. Especially in pubs, you'd find that the meals are quite hearty and the food quality is superb. I've talked about Sunday roasts in pubs in my other video about 7 things that surprised me about living in the UK, and I've told you that I absolutely adore a good Sunday roast, but I also really love the sandwich culture here. Sandwiches and chips or crisps are the best lunch ever, period. Whoever invented that is a freaking genius. I think it was the Earl of Sandwich who invented sandwiches, wasn't it? Alexa, who invented sandwiches?
John Montague, 4th Earl of Sandwich, contributed to the invention of sandwich.
Oh yeah, the Earl of Sandwich. I love that. You would go into a supermarket here, let's say Marks and Spencer's or Waitrose, because they've got the best sandwiches, in my opinion. I hope that's a popular opinion. And you would go in and there would be an aisle full of different types of sandwiches, everything your heart could ever desire. It's like sandwich paradise. And they are delicious. The food quality is amazing and it's the perfect lunch. I remember when I moved to London, I had a sandwich for lunch every single day because I just wanted to try them all. You know, Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. Sandwiches, you gotta try them all. I really don't know why I just said that. And that's something we just don't have in Austria. In Austria, we do have amazing bakeries and the bread is just another level, but we don't have that kind of variety when it comes to sandwiches. And I was really impressed by that. Also, as some of you might know, I live in London, and because London is such a multicultural city and it's such a melting pot for different cultures, you'd find food from all over the world. And I've had food that I've never tried before, and it's great to be able to do that. Another reason why I love living in the UK.
Man, she just called my middle name. My first name, my middle name, my last name. Food. Guys, I love me some good food. And when I say good food, I mean good food. And yes, it has always been a thought that British food is bland and it's not tasty and all of that. But I've come to heard so much so far that that is not the case. And that is just a misinformation that is put out there. And listen, I cannot wait to come and try. And then she just said sandwiches, all kind of sandwiches you can think about, baby. Now I know about the chicken masala, I know about the fish and chips, But she said a Sunday roast, and that's one thing I also want to try when I get there. Now, my list is tall based on all these videos that I've watched so far, but I cannot wait. My mouth is literally watering. Listen, I'm coming. I am coming. Slowly but surely, I shall get there.
Is the history and the architecture.
Yes.
There is so much to see and to explore and to do. One of my favorite things to do is visit different cities within the UK. And I've seen quite a few cities now, and every time I'm left speechless because I'm just surrounded by so much history and beautiful architecture. From Roman and Gothic architecture to Tudor and Elizabethan buildings to Georgian and Victorian, there is so much to see and so much to explore, and I love it because everything is so different and so unique. Like Windsor and Windsor Castle and Oxford and Cambridge, and when I went to the Cotswolds, I love the houses there. They're called storybook houses because they look like out of a fairy tale or a Disney film. They're made out of this golden limestone, and they're just gorgeous and so cute. And when I went to Bath, I was so impressed with the architecture as well and the feel of the city. It's almost like time traveling. I've also visited Chatsworth House recently, which was my long-term dream because I'm a huge fan of the Pride and Prejudice film directed by Joe Wright. And to go to Chatsworth House was just a dream come true for me. I very much felt like Keira Knightley, and that is my goal in life. Basically, I was just absolutely speechless. It was definitely one of the most beautiful, stately homes I've ever seen. And I grew up next to Schönbrunn Castle, so it's a pretty impressive castle. I could talk about the UK's architecture and cities for hours, but I will stop here because this video cannot be 10 hours long. But I will say, whenever you can, try to visit not only London, which is a great city, but also try to visit cities outside of London because you would be missing out on a lot of the beauty. The people.
I do plan and intend to visit so many places in the UK. London is not my first stop, to be honest with you guys, and I know you've heard me say that. So when it comes to the history and the architecture, I can just, man, every video that I've looked at so far and everything that I've seen, I'm in awe. And I'm just living vicariously through these people. Can you imagine when I get there and experience it for myself? I am in love with the UK and I have never visited. It's just from watching these videos and seeing the excitement and seeing the enthusiasm from all these people. And I'm telling you, just looking at these castles, the structure, the Cotswold, like she said, it's like a fairy tale indeed. When you look at these beaches, and I'm like, oh my word, it is beautiful. It is rich. The diversity of all these different buildings and historical places and so many things to visit and see. Oh, it's endless. Love it. I love it, and I cannot wait to get there and experience it. Man. And Pride and Prejudice, and she's saying that castle right there is I love that movie. But I can chat all day long because I'll repeat myself. I love it, and I can't wait to get there and experience it for myself. Let's move on to number 3.
I just absolutely love getting to know the people here in England. People are so polite, helpful, and kind. And it doesn't matter where you go, on the street, in a restaurant, everyone is so welcoming and friendly. When I moved to the UK, I never felt like an outsider or that I wasn't welcome. I've had so many instances where people have helped me or were incredibly nice to me. I also love getting to know people on my YouTube channel, British people who are talking to me and have given me historical information and explanations. I really appreciate your comments and your input. Also, I absolutely adore people's sense of humor here. Ooh. I love British humor. I find the sort of sarcasm, deadpan, dry humor hilarious.
Love
the
it.
Film and theater scene. I don't know.
She touched on a point that a lot of the stereotypes are out there, misconception about British people on a whole, that they're snobby and they don't like to talk to people and they're a little bit on the mean side. And I'm like, that's not what I've encountered so far since I started this YouTube journey and looking into the UK. The amount of love and when I talk to them in the comment section and I talk to you guys and guys make me feel, and you guys give me all this information, I love it to my core. And I'm watching all these people that leave the US or whichever country they're from and go to the UK or go to England or go to Scotland or go to Wales or go to Ireland. All these different videos that I've seen so far put an X in the fact that they're saying, oh, they're not nice, they're not friendly, don't talk to them. That's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that British people from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, wherever in the UK, Great Britain, wherever you are, that you are amazing, you're helpful, you're polite, you're friendly. And I'm like, why do people push this narrative out there that that's not how you are? I don't get it. But I can attest to that because you guys have been in the comment section and I've been talking to you for years now, and oh, how I love talking to you guys. So that's one, I can throw it out the window. Oh, I believe her, every word that came out of her mouth. Let's continue to number 4.
I don't know about you, but I'm a huge film and theater fan. And being in London especially, I find that London's theater scene is one of the most diverse I've ever experienced.
That's what I've heard.
In addition to the glitz and glamour of the West End, there is a theatrical paradise hidden away. These are the so-called fringe theaters, or sometimes also referred to as London's off West End theaters. And in my opinion, these are where some of the best and cheapest shows can be found. In addition to theaters, London's cinemas are some of the coolest cinemas I've ever been to. The Electric Cinema in Notting Hill, for example, looks like a cinema from the 1920s. Ooh. It has these amazing velvet chairs. It's very chic and it kind of feels like you've traveled in time. Okay. I remember going to the Electric Cinema for the first time, and as a huge movie buff, that was really special to me. It felt like I stepped into the world of The Great Gatsby, and I mean, who wouldn't like that? A while at least. I don't want to be trapped in there. The countryside.
Listen, she has my curiosity. This is the way she flow on words, and she's like, "Oh, it's velvet chair," and when you walk in, it's like you're in the world of The Great Gatsby. Who wouldn't want to be? And I'm like, "Ooh la la, I want to be there." But yes, your film and theater. Listen, man. I can never get past that. You're always hear about that. It's top notch and it's not as expensive that you cannot enjoy or say, oh, I don't want to go because I can't afford it. It's affordable and it's top notch. Listen, I can gloat over here all day long based on what I've watched and seen on here so far, guys. It's just the truth. Number 5.
So I talked about the architecture and history of different cities in the UK, but of course, I also must mention the countryside. As much as I love living in London, I always need a bit of time away from the stress and the buzz of living in a big city. I've recently completed the Yorkshire 3-Peak Challenge. Oh! I'm very proud of myself. I gotta pat myself on my own shoulder here. It's a 12-hour hike. Yes, you've heard that right. It's 12 hours and you hike up 3 peaks, so 3 mountains. And after the 3rd mountain, I obviously couldn't walk anymore, but the scenery was breathtaking. You can go on the most beautiful, picturesque walks in the UK. And that is something I personally really enjoy and also need mentally, especially now. #COVID-19. And I just love the fact that I could drive to Yorkshire and go on the most beautiful hikes, or drive to Dorset and be on a beach and go on the most stunning coastal walks. So to be able to do that is so special to me, and that is something I'm really grateful for and I do cherish. The weather. Yes.
So yes, I've heard it. The countryside is amazing. It's breathtaking. But when she said a while ago, 12-hour hike, that's a long time. 12 hours, 3 peaks. But I love how she said that. It was, yes, 12 hours, but the scenery was amazing. And that's that, what would you call, that's the reward. That's the reward that you get when you step out of your comfort zone and do stuff that you've never done before. And yeah, we need that break. We need to go out and be one with nature and enjoy and look around us and explore. But Jesus, I've seen some beautiful videos of your countryside. Oh baby, yes. British countryside, oh, it's beautiful. Yes, you need to step out of the city, the fast-paced life or the concrete jungle, and go outside in the country and enjoy it. Number 6, the weather.
The weather is something I absolutely adore in England. Okay. When I first moved to London, I was quite apprehensive because a lot of people told me it's going to rain all the time, it's going to be cloudy and overcast, but I do not find that at all. Yes, there are days where it rains, like in every country, but we also get beautiful sunshine. So I think it really changes a lot. I'm also a person who doesn't like the cold. I know I'm from Austria. I should be used to it.
That's true.
I'm really not. And I find that England does not get as freezing cold in the winter as Austria does. So I'm really happy about that. I also love the fact that you have seasons here and you can really feel the change of the seasons. Pub culture.
All right. The weather is a big one, and I hear a lot of people complain about it. And from a kid growing up, I've always heard, oh, it's gloomy, it's rainy, it's cold, it's misty. I've always heard that stuff about the UK. I've always heard that. You don't want to visit London. London is just wet and... But from watching these videos in my later years, I've realized that is not the case. And she's right. There's rain. Every country you go, everywhere you go, there's rain, man. From watching this video, I just tell myself, look, there's so much to see and do. And you have to learn to appreciate whatever temperature, whatever is going on, whether it's raining, whether it's shining, whether it's and the different seasons. You understand? Just learn to live in the moment. That's how I see it. That's how I've come to appreciate life as I got older. I'm like, rain, put the right gears on and get out and enjoy life. There's always something to see and do. I believe that 100%. So I'm on board with her on that. Like I said, I can't wait to get there and experience it for myself. Number 7, the pub culture.
Love the UK's amazing pubs that you come across. They have great names like the Jon Snow or the William Shakespeare or the George. I feel like a lot of pubs in the UK are called the George, and some of them have been there for centuries.
Yes.
The Spaniards Inn in London, for example, dates back to the 16th century.
What?
So that's really cool when you think about it. You're in a pub that's so old, and who knows who was there before you.
I know.
What I also love about pubs is how cozy and comfortable it is.
That's what
in
I hear.
Vienna, you would go to a bar and you would kind of dress up for it, but in a pub, it doesn't really matter because you see people who are dressed super casually. There are some people who are dressed up. There are families. So it's a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere, which I really like. It's a great place to meet people in general, friends, family. If you're on a date, it's a great atmosphere. Okay, guys, these were 7 things I love about living in the UK, and there are so many more. I'm actually thinking of doing a video that is London related, so things I love about living in London specifically. Let me know if you would be interested in that. If you like this.
This was a nice video. I love the way she did it. She just get right to the point. show you clippings of what she's talking about, and she just tell you why she love it. Now the pub life, oh baby, the pub culture, that is something that I cannot wait to come and experience for myself, because I know I'll be sitting in there having a ball, having a blast, just sitting, just relaxing. The atmosphere, the cozy feeling, the people, just sitting and looking around and having that experience. And now, when she said, listen, there are pubs here from the 16th century, that's just sitting there and thinking, man, the history behind just being in that pub and the friendliness, the family feeling, you just get together and relax and have a drink and have food to eat at the same time and have a laugh. What's not to love about that? 7 beautiful points, and like I said, I will be coming to it and I will be experiencing it for myself, and I can't wait. But for the time being, I will live vicariously through all these videos until I get there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to give this one a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe if you're new here. Or not, you can watch some more videos, and when you're ready to do so, you just hit that subscribe button. We welcome you here, one and all. To all my regular Shlubman, thanks for always being here and supporting your girl. And thanks for always hitting the thumbs up button. Guys, there's a P.O. box in the comment section if you wish to, in the description. If you wish to send anything our way, we truly appreciate it. There's also a join button. It's in the link is in the description below, and it's on the channel if you wish to become a member to the channel. Once you click that, you see all the perks that are offered. And also you can check the merch out on the channel as well. The links are also in the description below. Guys, be good, be kind, be safe, love each other, appreciate where you're from, and don't let anybody get you down. Just if you're feeling down, come on over and check your island girl out. I gotta say something, I will say something to cheer you up. This was a good video. Love you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you'd like me to check out next. Your girl got you. See you guys in another one. Bye.